Guys, I tell you, I just can't tell you how excited I am about this win. I think it's a great win against a very good football team on the road. Obviously, we had to hang on a little bit. But you know what it is, it's another opportunity for us to teach. And you know, I'm looking forward to learning some lessons from this. And yet, you know what, we won and beat a very good football team, so I'll take it.
Your defense is playing.
What's that?
What can you learn?
You know, a lot of it has to do about finish. A lot of it has to do with win this play no matter what the scoreboard says. And we need to reevaluate a little bit because, you know, last time I checked, we aren't like the Green Bay Packers or anything. You know, we got to play every down for us to be successful, and this will be a great teachable moment for us.
What changed a little bit with your defense? Your secondary was playing so well, breaking up passes. Did you guys go to a softer zone?
No, I don't think we did. You know, I thought that they kind of got some energy going, a little momentum at home, and you know, look, that quarterback's a good player. He's been doing this for a long time, and he probably got into a little rhythm. I didn't think we got him off his, you know, kind of get him uncomfortable a little bit. You know, he was throwing on rhythm, and I thought early we disrupted his rhythm a little bit, and you know, there at the end we didn't get the pressure.
How stunned are you? There's 2 pass interference calls on that final drive, and both of them were offensive.
I'm just really excited. Not sure I've ever seen it in the history of ball, but that's all right.
Jim, is there value for your defense to win this way? I mean, I'm sure you would have liked to not be so close, but for young guys like DeAndre step up and make those.
No, I tell you what, like I said, I think our defense is getting better and better. They're keeping the ball in front of them, and you know, we've cut down on a lot of explosive plays. We're playing hard up front. Again, against a good quarterback like that, guys, this was a heck of a performance.
Jim, you've been in this game long enough probably to never get comfortable with the lead, but
no.
When you have a 31-3 lead, what are you thinking, what's going through your head?
Well, you know, as I tell our guys, just like we preach, don't look at the scoreboard, just go play. And I'm not sure we did. And yet give them credit. I mean, that's a good defense now, guys, and they took it to us pretty good.
It did seem like they were playing off Richard a little bit. They went zone, and Garrett kind of picked that apart, especially in the middle 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Is that the way you saw it?
That is, and I thought we did a pretty decent job with our play action game, you know, which is, again, you've got to be able to run the football, and you know, then your play action game gives you a chance to hit some shots.
You pulled D out on that 36, I think, right up there, and Eric came in at that one point. Was he dinged up at that point, or?
No, he was gassed a little bit.
Okay.
And I just hope he's getting ready for that race that we're going to have this week. I'm thinking 60 yards. 60. I think it is. Yeah.
Jason, to address, did the way it ended take anything away from the impact?
You know, I think that's a great question, Tara, and here's what I think we're starting to learn a little bit is there were some disappointed guys in the locker room for a win. you know, let's think about that, you know, which I kind of had to tell them, guys, these are hard to come by. There's no reason to, you know, get down on what happened. Let's just learn from it, and let's be excited about it.
Is that something you have to be kind of careful as a coaching staff to make sure that you don't get so critical about what happened at the end that maybe if they see it as a loss, or
well,
you have to worry about that or not?
Well, you know, I think it goes back to it. It's all about teaching. Right. That's what we do, and there's going to be times in life, you know, where something doesn't go great, and maybe you have a whole bunch, and all of a sudden you don't have a bunch. But it's how you deal with it, and this is again another life lesson that we're going to be able to teach.
Well, that because it seems like maybe they're trying to become perfectionists.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. It's a little bit different than a couple years ago.
Yes, it is.
Well, let's step back.
Yeah.
5-1 at the halfway point. You talk about how tough the schedule was early. Where does this lead?
Well, I think what we're finding out, there's some pretty good teams coming up. You know, I think when you look at a schedule, you know, maybe preseason, now you're starting to see how guys are playing. I mean, to see what Utah State, you know, did to BYU, a very good BYU team. You know, you know, there's no breather moving forward. I know that, and you know, you see what the rest of the guys are doing that we have to play. So for us, it's going to be about learning the lessons from today and going to work again on Monday.
Is it able to win in this environment, though? I mean, you feel like this team is a true contender in the Mountain West from here on out?
Well, you know, I think, I mean, look, we're going to play the games in next week. I'm just excited, hopefully, to come home to a big home crowd and you know, play a good football team. So
is that about as good?
Is that about as workmanlike and efficient as you
yeah.
can on both sides?
Yeah, I really felt that way. I kind of liked the way we were kind of going about our business, and yet for whatever reason, you know, we let them back in the end. And guys, let's face it, great football teams don't do that. They learn how to close the door, and so you know, that's something we're going to have to start to really kind of hone in on.
Is that about as well as you've seen your defense play for the first 3 quarters?
I tell you, lights out. I mean, they competed. The thing I liked is they challenged, man, and they competed. And they never, you know, even after they'd make a play, you know, it wasn't hanging our heads and that kind of stuff. They were out there competing, and you know, it's good stuff.
Did you see that a little bit? You talked about that maybe they lost that edge of playing each play, forgetting what the score was. But down the stretch.
Well, I'm not sure it was them as much as it was offense. You know, what you'd hope is that you'd get into 4-minute offense and put together an 8-minute drive. That's really what's got to happen. So, you know, defense was shooting. We're keeping the ball in front of them for the most part.
Did you know that that was going to be offensive interference with DeAndre or Lucas?
Oh, I thought it was a great call.
It was.
What did you think when you saw it?
I thought it was a great call.
Yeah. How is Jason?
Terry's probably going to be out for a while, and then J.O., his back just tightened up on him, and he couldn't go. So,
Jim, what can you say about the job Ty did on Brock Hacking down there?
you know, it'll be great to watch on film, but I didn't see the guy make any impact plays. You know, I'm sure he made some tackles and stuff, but
We had one at halftime.
yeah. So I think that was a great challenge, and you know, guys, as I said, Tyler Sambrano is a good football player, man.
How key was that for you? Because other teams have been having to double team Brock. You let Ty go one-on-one with him the whole game.
Yeah, I felt pretty good when I knew that he was going to be on that side, and yeah, you know. So, but I mean, look, there were a lot of guys who played their tails off. So.
Right, but what kind of bonus is that for you? Where other teams have been having to waste 2 offensive linemen on one guy, you only had to go the 1.
Well, you know, it allows you to go boxing 1.
Yeah. In a pitch count. Shooting free throws.
That's right. All right, guys, thanks.